So this week I've picked up quite a lot of games. So first thing first, on a Friday I went to town, obviously because it was just dentist day. We were more or less just there for the dentist. But nevertheless I picked up a few games. So first off I went to CEX just to look at the PlayStation 2 titles this time. And I got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I'm pretty sure I've never played a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game before, or basically any of the Tony Hawk games. I think I've seen adverts for it for stuff, but I've never really, been interested back then. But this does seem like a pretty interesting game to play, so this will be a decent way to start. I actually picked this over Tony Hawk's Underground, which is the other game that was also there at CEX. And yet again, it's a case of a platinum disc just being in the regular case. And it's also complete as well. And I also got Valkyrie Profile 2 Cimmeria for £6. This is a RPG and a sequel to the PlayStation game Valkyrie Profile, which was never released here until the PSP version, I believe. And I got it for £6. I took the sticker off for Pro Skater 4, but I do know the price for that. It was £2.50. And that is also complete as well. And it's in this later PlayStation case, as you can tell, because it's the one without the memory card holder in it. And the disc is a little bit scratched, but it'll still work. And then I went over to a cash shop and bought two games. As you can see, I did buy Batman Arkham Asylum, but when I tested it in my PS3, it just refused to work at all. It just didn't work at all, despite the fact that the disc was in not too bad condition. It was a little bit grubby, so fortunately I'm gonna have to give that back over to the cash shop. But I've got Final Fantasy, I think is this 13 or something, Final Fantasy 13 or something for £3.99. I also got Final Fantasy 13 2, so it was a no-brainer. I was gonna get this. And then I popped over to Cash Converters and picked up Quantum of Solace for just £1.99. Again, based off of the Bond film, Quantum of Solace. First game done by Activision. So this is going to be just really fun to play. And it's in really, really good condition as well. The case and everything is in really, really nice condition. And then afterwards, Dragon's Dogma Dark Horizon for £2.99 from Cash Converters as well, even though it's got a CEX sticker. So I have reason to believe somebody must have just took this from CEX and just sneaked it in Cash Converter. But yeah, another RPG, but this one is an expansion pack to Dragon's Dogma, so I'm not going to really play this game until I get the original one. But that is complete. I don't think there was a manual produced for this game at all. And then, on Saturday, I went to seaside town of Bridlington and brought back quite a few games. So I'd only got 3 PS2 games there. There were quite a lot of PS2 games there, but just none of them were most of them just didn't look really interesting to me. So I only picked up 3 games, and they are The Simpsons Road Rage for just £4. Basically, this is the Simpsons version of Crazy Taxi, so this is going to be quite a lot of fun. The only other version I had of this before I ever played the PS2 version was the GBA version, but unfortunately it's not complete, and it's in a black case as well. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty for £1. This and a PS3 game I got was just a massive total blind buy. I do know that these games are just really, really popular by people. It's done by Hideo Kojima. And this version I got includes a bonus DVD which has the making of and the stuff. And the manual is presented, the instructions are presented in the style of a manga. So that's really good. And there's the actual game disc itself. And the big game that I got from the PS2 stuff was Champions Return to Arms for £8. This is a game that I was I tried to get off of eBay, so I remember bidding for this game once on eBay, but unfortunately somebody else won it and we ended up losing for it. So I was really, really happy to have picked up this game. I'm not sure if I went through the price. Yeah, I did for Simpsons because that was £4, but Metal Gear Solid 2 was just £1. This game was £8, and it's sequel to the game Champions of Norath, which takes place in the world of the massive multiplayer online RPG EverQuest. And that is also complete as well, with the manual. And then after that I just bought a big load of PlayStation 3 games. So the first game I got was Batman Arkham City from £2.99 from a cash shop. So yeah, I did say originally get Batman Arkham Asylum, but like I said, the disc didn't work at all. But the disc itself seemed to be in better condition, but unfortunately the case is in really, really crap condition. As you can see, the massive crack on there and a really, really big crack on there. And there's a big sharp thing on there, so somebody might cut their finger on that, and there's no manual as well. But there's the disc right there. And it's not in bad condition actually. I was expecting this to just be really, really just badly scratched, but even a style like this, but that's not too bad. And then we got Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots for £1.99. Fourth game in Metal Gear Solid series. I think this was the first one done for the PSP. I'm not entirely no, not PSP, PS3. I'm not entirely sure, but it's also complete as well. But the cash thingies, when I bought this in the cash shop, they just snuck the disc and the manual inside little paper sleeve sort of thing. So I just took them out while I was there. Next up, two Marvel games. X-Men Origins Wolverine, the Uncaged Edition, for just £4.99. That was just £1.99. Yeah, I did see this game at CX one spot, and I did plan to get it, but unfortunately just never really got round to. So the moment I just saw it there, I just thought might as well just get it anyway. And that is also complete as well. And the disc is in pretty mint condition. The Amazing Spider-Man for just £7.99. This is a game that takes place after the events of the 2012 reboot, The Amazing Spider-Man, so it doesn't follow the events of the movie, it's actually a sort of continuation of it. I've heard this game's meant to be pretty good, so just bought it for that price. The only downside is that it's not complete at all, unfortunately. So I do feel a little bit ripped off at £7.99 without a manual, but that's okay. And that disc isn't too bad as well. And then finally we've got a big boatload of PS3 RPGs. So the first one I got was in CX with the PlayStation 2 games, and that was White Knight Chronicles for just £3. Done by Level 5, same people that did the Dragon Quest and Rogue Galaxy. I did also see the sequel in the cash shop, but I just didn't bother getting it. That is complete as well. Fallout New Vegas for £2.99. I think this is a sort of spin-off to the popular Fallout games done by Obsidian Entertainment. And that is also complete as well. Yeah, I'm just having to speed up because I'm on 9 minutes now. Alpha Protocol for £2.99, another game by Obsidian. This is a espionage RPG. So this one's going to be really, really interesting to see how it turns out. That is complete. And then finally we've got two Mass Effect games. So Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, both of them for just £2.99. So yeah, most of the RPGs I got was $2.99 there. So I'll show you Mass Effect 2 first. It includes 6 hours of bonus missions. And it also includes an interactive backstory by Dark Horse Comics as well. And this is complete, just got a Cerberus network, and that is complete because, yeah, again, just like Kingdoms of Amalur, the actual manual is on the actual disc itself and online. And then Mass Effect 3. And unfortunately, it is not complete. But yeah, those are the